How we doing, Raiders? I hope you're all enjoying your time topside. All right, let's talk about Looter's Instinct. So what is Looter's Instinct and what does it actually do? Looter's Instinct is a perk in the survival tree that states when searching a container, loot is revealed faster. Now the game says it reveals loot faster, but how much faster and exactly what does it mean by container? Now, when you open a loot box, a probe, a fridge, a hidden stash, another player, or even an arc, doesn't matter what it is, you'll notice in the top left corner of the looting screen, it always says container. So this perk doesn't just apply to boxes or crates, it applies to everything that you loot that brings up the loot menu. Now, to make sure of that, all the clips in this video are from looting different things: drawers, probes, stashes, arcs, players, and in every case, the perk behaves the exact same way. So now that that's cleared up, how much faster is loot actually revealed as you put more points into this skill? Quick note before we dive in, these aren't official numbers from Embark. They're my own results based on in-game testing at 60 frames per second. The data isn't perfect, but it's consistent enough to paint us a clear picture. All right, let's take a look. I'm gonna let the comparison video run, so feel free to pause or slow down the video if you want to take a closer look at the comparison. Okay, so that's the visual difference, but let's talk about what's actually happening under the hood and take a look at the data. The data in the top table is the raw data that I gathered analyzing the reveals frame by frame. When I was recording the timing for the first item revealed, the results were a little bit inconsistent. Now that can be likely due to the UI lag or because the game is still rolling the loot pool and calculating what item is actually about to be given and displayed to you. That initial processing step can make the first reveal look a little delayed or uneven, which could explain the odd timings, especially around levels 2 and 3, where the reveal times are actually identical. After the first item though, it's much smoother sailing. The second and third item reveal far more consistent and showed clearer, steadier improvements with each skill level. The bottom table is the simplified version, and all I've done is taken the top table's data and just rounded the numbers. At 0 out of 5, your first item reveals at about 1 second. At 5 out of 5, it's around 0.75 of a second, or roughly 25% faster overall. Each level averages out at about 5% faster reveal time from my testing. So is this perk worth it? If you're looting small containers with only a few items, that 5% per level boost won't feel massive. It's more of a quality of life improvement. Nice to have, but not a game changer. However, this game is built around looting, and any improvement to speed, even small one, is an advantage. The faster you can see what's in the container, the faster you can decide what you want to take, the sooner you can move on. This might only save you a second or two each time, but over a full session, especially after combat or during loot runs, that time's going to add up, and it's going to add up fast. And when you're under pressure, looting in the open or in a PvP situation, even those small time savings can be the difference between getting your loot or getting caught off guard. Now here's the bigger picture. To unlock the first 2 major perks in the survival tree, you need to allocate 15 points in the first section of the skill tree. Giving that requirement and knowing Looter's Instinct provides around a 5% improvement per level, adding up to about 25% faster loot reveal at max, it's actually one of the better ways to invest 5 points in my opinion, especially if you're planning to push deeper into the survival tree. It's efficient, it's always active, it pairs perfectly with builds focusing around scavenging or PvP looting or even resource farming. So while it's not the flashiest perk out there, it's a smart foundational investment that helps you build towards the more advanced survival skills. So yeah, that's my breakdown of Looter's Instinct. Again, these numbers aren't official. They're based on consistent in-game testing and my interpretation of the data. Even though they're not exact to the millisecond, they're reliable enough to make an informed decision when spending your points. If you found this helpful, drop a like and subscribe if you want to see more breakdowns like this. If you've got your own data or even seen slightly different results, I'd love to compare notes in the comments. Thanks for watching and happy looting.